What's up, you beautiful people of YouTube? Welcome back to another Small Engine Saturday. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share us out. Let's make this one of the best small engine power sports overall stream on YouTube, guys. Welcome back, guys. I appreciate each and every one of y'all being here. Let's get this show started. We got Cajun Coin Hunter, as usual. Raleigh Small Engine Repair. Small Town Adam, Small Town Machine Shop. Patch of Heaven, Rusty Rooster. Oh, let's not forget Simply Andrew, 99-cent super chat. We got to do the Cajun thing because he ain't up here. Shaggy. And I think we got everybody now. And, of course, the original OG of the BS the fan club, Mike Hodge himself. Welcome everybody to the live stream, guys. Don't say I ain't saying your name then. What do you want me to call you? If I can't say your name, what am I going to supposed to call you? Huh? Bachi! Welcome. So let's talk. What should we start talking about first before we start the panel? Oh. All right, so the mini bike race is over with. It's over with. We did it. We built the bike. We raced the race. It's done with. I give my niece. I took the engine off, put the old engine back on. I give my niece that frame. I'm going to build another frame next year for the next year's race, full suspension. So I give that frame for my niece. We are going tomorrow to pick up another mini bike from, y'all might know him, Busted Knuckles Builds, for my nephew. We're going to pick one up from him tomorrow. So heading out tomorrow to pick that up. But again, we're going to do a full suspension build, so we're done with that build. Going on to a full suspension build on that. But first, we got to finish up the tractors. I got the wheels in for the Kubota, but they're the wrong wheels. But thanks to my buddy Roger's Fix-It Barn, he's going to try to fix those where we could use those wheels so I ain't out $300 in wheels for that tractor. Other than that, I got wheels coming in, tires coming in for the Kawasaki Bayou. I'm tired of putting air in those tires. We got my nephew bought a Suzuki four-wheeler. That will be on the channel eventually soon. I want to do a race mower build. I got this little Montgomery Warts frame up there in the barn and a Peerless 700. I think sometime on this channel we got to build a race mower build. Not like up to like standards to actually go and race a actual race, but you know, just to have fun in the field with. I think that'd be a pretty cool build. What's up, Ronald? What's up, NR? I don't know if y'all remember the Predator 500 that I did the clutch in. It is getting a cam now. The cam gear slipped. We got to replace the valve and replace the cam gear or the cams on it. He's going with a hot cam. Pricey, but it's what you have to do to fix that, unfortunately. I got a bunch of four-wheelers that I mean, look, this is the carburetor for a Honda TRX 250 right here that I got to go back on tomorrow after I get back from my road trip. I got this four-wheeler right here, guys, and if y'all didn't see this video earlier, I'm really concerned because we're having problems no matter what carburetor I put on there. The overflow, it leaks out the overflow of this carburetor, and the carburetor is leaned up like this. It actually is resting up against the starter of this, and it's leaking gas out the overflow. So I'm thinking at one time someone's changed the intake manifold out to maybe a pit bike style. I'm thinking that's what they did here. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Why it's leaking gas, because we can't send it home. It runs, but we can't send it home leaking gas. That's no good. So we got the Kubota is coming up on the channel soon. We'll be doing the video soon on the Kubota. Another video, the other video of the race, the last video of the Go Power Sports race will be released sometime soon. I got to edit it, just got to post it. What else? Guys, I really don't know what else. We're getting ready for the holidays here. Thanksgiving's always a big holiday for my family. My mom always cooks a big meal, so we're always going out all out. So the next week, guys, it might be slow with me being on the internet, but that's because we are getting ready for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna see about getting some footage. I don't know if he's okay with it, but see if we can get some footage with Busted Knuckles tomorrow when we go pick up that mini bike at Busted Knuckles' place. What's up, Rel? Hold on. That was annoying. Anyway, guys, I think that's the update of my day. Let's put the link out there, get some people up on the panel who might want to talk about their week, their day, and their projects that they are doing right now. So let's get that link out there, and y'all can get up on the panel and tell me what's going on in y'all's life. And any questions or small engine questions, bring it on. Let's do this. What's up, Breezy? I can actually take off this jacket. I brought this jacket out here, but it's not that cold yet. I just wanted to go ahead and bring a jacket out here because it's probably going to get chilly as the night goes on. No doubt. Set that. And first up on the panel, Adam at Small Town Machine Shop. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
You been staying pretty busy?
Oh, yeah. Then yesterday, the heat pump inside the house, the part that actually moves the air through the vents, the blower stopped working. So I pulled it apart today.
When you start using it.
Yeah, so I pulled the motor apart and the magnets came off the rotor. So I just finished epoxying them back on, and we'll see what it does.
Yeah. We got 12 people in the house. I hear we had a troll last week. I got told about a troll we had last week. Oh, a troll named Sophia. I never have much troll problems until I leave the stream. When I'm not doing my own stream, I always have a troll. But it wasn't that bad. I rewatched it. It sounded worse than what people tell me when Gary and Jude pretty much told me to watch the stream. They told me it wasn't that bad, and when I watched it, it wasn't that bad. But it sounded, when everybody was telling me, it sounded terrible. 29 in Montana. Yeah, that's pretty chilly. That's just a bit chilly. I think it's going to get down in the 30s tonight. It's been getting down in the upper 30s every night. Right now, here. Oh, Mike Hodges is already trying to get you to shotgun it.
I don't know. Trying to get me to drink irresponsibly.
Our buddy the Red Line Gary's sick with the The virus we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet so, Ronald. You know, I keep saying I want a cordless circle saw for when I'm flooring trailers, but I never got one. In a way, I kind of find it kind of funny because, man, I was watching some of y'all's actions on it. They had to. Not all of you, like, most of y'all was like right on it. Y'all knew. I could tell y'all knew it. But some of y'all, Cajun, okay, Mater, Cajun, Chef, man, y'all was really, they really got you too. My gosh, that's scary. You've been looking at windows or doors. That's what happened. Cajun accidentally deleted you off of teammates playing around with the teammate settings.
Do what?
Accidentally deleted you off of teammates playing around with the teammate settings. I forgot to add you back.
Oh, you talking about that new thing StreamYard does?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was playing with it.
yeah. Did you pay for it?
Heck no.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I don't
Hey,
think teammates that bad.
how you doing, my little brother Brandon? How you
Doing good,
doing?
Cajun. I hear you got hot water.
Adam,
That's a good thing.
Adam, how you doing?
Doing good.
Is it Breezy? How you doing? Mike Hodge, Stephen Doolittle, Redline Gary, how you doing? I think I got you in a hello, how you doing, Mona me in the chat. Oh, Mater, how you doing, Mater? Okay, Ronald, how you doing, Mr. Ronald? Okay, we got Redline Gary, Rayleigh Small Engine. I'll have to rejoin his team. Reset done because of all that purge thing that was going on.
Yeah, I have to do that to
Yeah,
people all the time. They always unsubscribe me from Shaggy. I don't know why
sometimes.
Shaggy.
Oh, Rail, how you doing? 9222. Hey, Breezy, I'm trying. Oh, Eleanor, I'm trying to get everybody in here. Bachi, how you doing, Miss Bachi? Okay, well, Adam's in here already. So, boom, boom. I think I got everybody.
Can
All
you
right.
hear me now, Mike Hodge?
Oh, I am beat. I am beat, worn out. That's 2 8-hour days all together.
I was gonna tease you. But I thought you might take it the wrong way because I saw your video. I was gonna tease you and say it must have been hard watching them put that up. But I thought you'd
No,
take that wrong.
no,
But I was gonna
no.
tease you.
I wasn't just watching them.
I
In
know. I
fact,
was just gonna tease you.
I had to push him hard.
Oh, Cajun, we gotta do it. Adam did the super chat. We gotta do it. Do it, Cajun. You gotta do it.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh yeah, boom, 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 boom. It just showed up. It just
Thanks,
showed up
Adam.
right when you said it. I'm like, what? Why? I gotta do what? And then it showed up. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, let me go ahead and refresh my chat. Oh, excuse me. Anyway,
Hopefully
yeah.
that's not worse
So
now.
you saw that video I put up an hour ago?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's the one I was gonna comment on. Just say it must have
Yeah.
been hard work watching them work.
No, I wasn't watching them work.
No.
Put it that way.
I was going to tease you though.
In fact, we had to zip down that top plate where the Raptor, the tails were falling on, because me and Chris, and we used to work together years ago. And anyhow, it when we put up the first Raptor, the template, the prototype, we got it up there, and I'm like, no, something's wrong. Something's very wrong. The rain's not gonna fall off of right here like that. The rain's not, well, actually it was almost level. I said, Chris, you sure you took 3 inches down on that? He's like, yeah. Well, picked up the block. Sure enough, it wasn't 3 inches down. So we had to zip all that whole top plate with a Raptor tails, the roof, on the outside the wall. We had to zip everything down 6 inches. So that took an hour. Well, not an hour, but put it this way: it took an hour's worth of work.
Industrial maintenance. Welcome.
Hey, Rusty. Industrial. How you doing, Industrial?
Remember, y'all didn't hit the thumbs up button. It was me. I didn't hit the thumbs up button. Let me go do that.
Right on. Okay, I said everybody. I think I got everybody. So anyway, the hot water heater is installed. Water hooked up to it. The natural gas hooked up, and that water is so hot at 115 degrees. You turn on that bathtub, and you can hear that tankless fired up water heater. Sounds like a jet airplane. Not that loud, but you know what I'm talking about. And I tell you what, that water is hot. It beats boiling water on the stove.
Right?
Hey, Simply. What's up, Andrew? Adam, wake up. What's up with Adam? Wake up, Adam.
There we go.
Oh, okay. All right. Your other one was froze. I'm like, Adam, wake up. And I thought you died.
Oh, I got that pressure washer out of here today. That one that I worked on for a while.
Yeah. I forget what it was. That a classic on that?
No. It was it was like the newer. It's the 190cc Briggs. The Intex. I think those was considered Intex too. With the overhead valves.
Was it the E series with the plastic carburetor?
They did the plastic carburetors.
The one with the plastic carburetor?
No, it was before they did that.
Oh, okay. The other Intex. Okay, yeah. All right. The other one. Yeah, gotcha.
So I got it. It went home. It was running good. I showed him it ran good. And then he took it home, and then after on the ride home, for some reason, he said it won't run no more.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
but I don't think he was starting it right. I don't think that thing had like a ton of compression since I redid the head and stuff.
And
he wasn't pulling it quick enough. Some people, I do this all the time to customers. I'll see them, they'll do their pull like this. Like, no,
yeah.
that thing like, do that thing at one quick pull. I can start on one pull every time.
Oh, no
Yeah.
doubt, huh?
People ask me how I do it. It's magic. That's why you pay me the big bucks.
Yeah, like that old rock and roll song. It's magic. Rayleigh said, Cajun, I saw the first one. Got out to watch that one. Yeah, put one out.
Hi, Jeff.
Which one I put out? Oh, the first one I put out, first video, was the one where just a gas pipe was coming up. You know,
Yeah.
nothing else, just a gas pipe. 2 minute video, maybe a 2 minute video, one of them shorts, as they call them. Hey, Jeff Hart, how you doing?
That's I grew up with him. We grew up in the same neighborhood down the road here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I go to Florida, that's where I'm going. I'm going to Jeff's place.
Okay. And then the video I did today, we had
Shaggy.
yesterday we started that closet, that 10-foot closet with a 12-foot closet. We worked on that yesterday, but I didn't make a video on it. So the video I did today, that's it, and it's still not finished yet. And actually, one of the guys that is a mater in here.
No, he didn't make it home. He drives a Dodge.
Oh.
I had to make that joke.
Anyway, one of Mater's neighbors was here today, and yesterday. He's from Waxahachie, Ennis, huh?
Mater lives in Ennis.
Ennis.
But Waxahachie's the next town over.
Yeah.
I think Mater has to go to Waxahachie for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, to go to a couple of different stores or whatever. Anyway, the guy that James in that video, he's from Waxahachie, but he's been down here for a year or so, and he's a plumber.
Hey, Mike.
He's the one.
That's true.
So that made it a lot easier and faster for us to do it, because he was doing all the plumbing stuff while we were doing the carpenter stuff.
Y'all know this guy named Mater Workshop? I think he drives a Dodge. That can't be him, because he could be home if he drives a Dodge. It wouldn't have made it home.
Yeah.
Hey, I was out on the bike. Okay, we had a benefit, and up like this. This was a good one, considering the fact of what happened. A little bit over a year ago, this one couple north of here, they were out riding their bike, and some dumb sphincter wasn't paying attention in the car, hit and killed both of them. They took off, and this benefit was for their kids.
Wait. Okay, hold on. You broke up a little bit. Your thing was froze. Okay, your camera was
It
froze.
wasn't froze on me.
And no. But Mater, his camera was froze, and I heard 3 words, and the 3 last words I heard was "they got killed."
Yep.
Okay,
And
so explain. Start over.
okay. First of all, I want to say hi to everybody out there, because, like I said, I just got out here. What happened was this one couple from just north of me, they were out riding their bike, and I hate saying it, but some dumbass in a car was out driving, hit and killed both of them, and then they took off. and they'd never been caught.
Unfortunately, it happens all the time, and it
Yeah.
sucks, but it happens.
But they had,
Oh,
but they had 2 kids and everything, and I mean 2 young kids, and so we were doing a benefit today for them. It was $10 for a 50-50 ticket, and hey, my number got drawn. It was $300 as far as what I wound up winning, but I donated 160 of it back for a cause. They raffled off a 98 Ultra, or not raffled, but they were doing a drawing for a Ultra Classic, 98 Ultra Classic. The guy that wound up winning it said donate it and auction it off. They raised $4,500
wow.
Cool.
just off the bike, just by auctioning off the bike.
That's awesome, man.
Right.
Very
So all this, right. I
For
mean,
what
there was
you-
a whole, right. There was a whole bunch of other things that they were auctioning off, and no, it was a silent auction. I mean, they probably raised, they had to raise, I'd say, close to 15,000.
That's good.
Man, yeah. Hey, that's awesome. Mater, what you did, you know,
Yep.
about hey, you need a little money for yourself.
Yeah.
For certain things. But
I mean, I wound up
the
spending
other
money
stuff,
out there.
hey, the other stuff you donated, the other money, that's cool, awesome.
Right.
And then
Well,
the
I mean,
guy that did that with the, I'm like, oh man, that is awesome too.
all right. Good to hear that, Gary. Yeah, but like I said, not only that, so I mean, I spent money not only for the drawing for the bike. I spent money for between the bike and the raffle tickets, um, and the chaps I won at winning. That was like $90. Okay, so that was $90 I spent. So basically, they got that plus the 160. So that's $230 they got from me, which is more, well over, it was almost what they would have gotten just off the raffle if I donated all of it back. But hey, I got bills I got to pay too.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'm trying to be
that's
so
right.
serious, and then you talk about chaps. How can I be serious and you talk about chaps, man?
Hey, I don't want my legs getting cold. Hey, everybody that rides a horse. Hey, if you ever ridden a horse, you understand why you want chaps. And Gary definitely would understand that. When it's cold, yeah, you want them leather chaps to keep your legs warm.
Oh yeah.
Gary knows about that, huh? Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Hey, I'll play it this. Cajun would know about having the leather chaps.
Whoa. Okay, I just gotta step out of here and get me some air. I don't know about this panel.
Okay, good. Brandon has left the building. Now we can all take over.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a adult live stream, guys. We try, we somewhat, but we're a rowdy crowd here, guys. We can't help ourselves. No matter how we try, we're a bit rowdy. We try not to go too overboard. Every now and then we have to give Shaggy a spanking, but we try to. But we are a rowdy crowd and we have fun, guys. It's not for everybody.
Gary, I can beat that. I rode one. It was 18 degrees, and the wind chill. I checked later. It was showing -9. And mind you, I had my leathers all on. I didn't have no gaiter and no insulated gloves. It took me about 2.5 hours to get home, but I made it. How about being frozen? and that was all on the highway.
Okay, I missed what you said earlier about Cajun. I need something like Cajun and you or something or whatever. I missed that because I was typing.
About what?
You see, I don't know. It was about
Oh.
4 minutes ago. You can ask Cajun this or whatever.
I was saying, I bet Cajuns wore leather chaps while out on a bike.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
I didn't take my bike out too many times in the winter though. That was mostly summertime, right?
Yeah, well,
That's my size.
I wound up winning a pair tonight. $45.
Okay. In the next few days, let's see what Shaggy said. Hello, he already told me hello earlier, but hello, Cajun. I hope all goes well in the next couple of days. And I asked him, talking about the water heater getting all finished up. No, hey, we got hot water. We do. Finally, this evening at 5 o'clock, we turned on the hot water. And let me tell you something.
Felt good.
Degrees, my God, just too
Or
cold.
let me tell you something. You turn on that hot water in that bathtub, let it run for like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Look,
Hey, Nick.
you couldn't hold your hand under it. Not at 130 degrees.
Good.
130-degree water, you could not hold your hand under it.
Well, you had a religious water heater. It was quite holy.
Oh, the other one, yeah,
it
the
was,
old one, yeah, it was holy.
It was
But
very
no, I'm talking
religious.
about this tankless hot water heater. We had to turn it down to 115 degrees. Yeah, that's what it's set at right now, 115.
What Mike
And
Todd just saying, you have to be drunk to watch this live stream, I think. I think that's what he's really saying.
who said that? Hey, Nick Hildebrattle, how you doing, mon ami?
I hadn't seen Nick in a while. He needs to come
Seen
onto
him-
my he needs to come
seen
over
him-
on some of mine when I do
I
live
seen
stream.
him last week.
Did you? I know he's friends with me on Facebook now.
That'll work. Okay, man, let me tell y'all something. This tankless hot water heater, whatever you call it.
We
Dude,
know, Shaggy, you like spankings. Yeah, who's
this
Brandon?
thing is
My name is
awesome.
Corey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Since Shaggy's on here, before I went to that benefit tonight, Chris and I, we stopped off at the pawn shop. I seen a little bag over there. It was black with some blue on it. It had a big K on there. I went over and looked at it. It was like, nope, I don't need another impact driver. Don't need another drill. Don't need another slow charger. Don't need another 2-amp battery. Hey, all that for $100. But the drill had a problem with it. I know I probably could have talked him down on it.
Okay, I'll miss something here.
You miss everything.
Uh,
Oh, by the way, I was having a conversation with Money earlier.
Money, money, money.
Yep. I told him about something else I found. How about a mint error $100 bill?
You did?
Yep.
When?
Yesterday.
What kind of mint error you got?
No printing on the back.
Okay.
Hey, it's only from 77.
Okay.
I know nothing.
I did talk to Money. He goes, yeah, that one would be dependent upon the grade and everything. He said, yeah, I could go anywhere from 13 to 1700.
I was looking for that darn punch, and it was hanging up by the lathe.
See? Now you're not looking for it. It stands out there and goes, "Hello, here I am."
Check this out. I've been looking for these for over a month. Guess where my flush cutters were?
Under your pillow.
No, they was in my tire repair kit.
Oh,
Probably the last place you had to use them at.
I was blaming Angel. I was like, man, he's got in my toolbox again. He didn't put my dang tools up. I'll have to feed him through this.
I bet you had to plug a tire and use them to cut the extra plug off.
Probably so.
Ask Nate if he knows James.
oh. Okay. Do you know a guy named James Bryant? Tall guy, about my size, a little bigger than me. James Bryant. He's from Waxahachie, Ennis.
Well, if he's in Waxahachie, I mean that's only like 15 minutes, 15 miles away.
Yeah. His mom lives there on crap. What? I told him, give me a landmark. That way I can tell Mater.
Well, I mean, is he in Waxahachie or is he here in Ennis?
No, his mom lives in Waxahachie, but like in between Waxahachie and Ennis. Okay, his mom's off of 35.
Okay.
That highway or
35E?
whatever.
That'd be 35E there in Waxahachie.
Hush up, Axel.
And I didn't write down the landmarks and all that, but there's some kind of I don't know, plumbing supply house, restaurant.
So really?
Oh, Riley's. If he showed up on my panel, he would definitely be loud up on my panel. I love the Rusty Rooster. He's a nut. He is.
Oh, and I'm not.
Well, Rooster was in here earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What's up, Missy?
Oh, I probably should put the link down again if anybody wants to get up.
Well, hello there. Let's go. How you doing? Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon. Hey, I have to be a nut if I got on that mini bike for that race.
Dude, anybody who rode hardtail like we did, we had to be a special kind of crazy for that kind of race.
That thing was a rough track. It's like, yeah. Now, I tell you, the thing that would have made that bike better, if it had at least a Springer seat on it.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
I saw an older one earlier the other day with a Springer seat.
Let's go. This is Brandon's stream, not mine. Yep. This is Brandon's stream.
No. Oh,
yes,
and Brandon. Okay. Want to let you know. Remember that guy I was telling you about that had that mini bike frame that I was talking to Sunday at church?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one you told me that passed away. That was crazy.
Right. Yeah, I found out that Saturday he got stung by something. They didn't know what it was, and then Monday he was having 2 massive heart attacks, and then they wound up. And then Tuesday, until he had another one, and he was on a DNR.
You should have, Jeff. We needed someone as crazy as you. You would have full send it. Jeff, you should have really showed up at the race.
Yeah. I mean, that track, I will admit, it was fun. There were different areas that I really liked, but then, to me, that gully area where, I mean, if you look to your left and your right, and you got the top here, and you're way down below, and 10 foot in width?
Yeah. And then the quick turns and that rough, where the terrain was really, really rough. But my favorite part of the race was the motocross hills. Those were so fun.
Now, what about the one where you had to make that sharp left-hand turn at the bottom of the hill?
Yep, you had to ride your brakes. What's up, Rooster?
Hey, Rooster.
What's up?
I don't know.
What's up, Rooster?
How you fine folks today?
Comment ça va, soi? I mean, how you doing tonight? That's what I said. Comment ça va, soi? How you
Yeah.
doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing lovely, my friend. If I don't
That'll work.
understand what you say, I just laugh.
That's all right. That's Cajun Coin Hunter saying that.
Yep.
So, hey, Cajun, French, South Louisiana, hello, Southwest Louisiana. Okay. Hello.
What's up, Rooster?
Oh man, just beating about here. Want to check you boys out.
Yep. Mater, I was gonna say now I've seen Rooster shirt. Guess where I'm going tomorrow? Hints
No,
on
you
Rooster shirt.
Well, I see some, looks like some brass knuckles.
Yeah, it does. I just did this. Yeah, brass knuckles. That's what it looks like on his shirt.
It's
I
their
think-
YouTube channel.
Well, I don't recognize it.
It's Busted Knuckles. We met the guy at the race.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
Over tomorrow.
Yeah, well, how many other people did we meet there at the race?
Well, I remember, because I remember Busted Knuckles because Rick Watson, I've been following the mini bike groups for years, the Texas mini bike groups, and I remembered his name, and then LNR said I had to go say hi to him, so I went and said hi to him.
Yeah. Well, about the other ones, I remember seeing them. Of course, Greg from Redbeard, and then Cars Cameras. There was one guy I saw his stickers out there, but I never saw him. I mean, I might have, but that was Bill Brake
Jeff, you might
repeat?
recognize this guy, Jeff. Jeff's in the comments. He
What's
said
up,
he's gonna-
Angel?
he took his street glide on that track. You got a deal?
They all run $60.
Oh man, that would be worth it to save until next year, to spring to sell.
Gotta pick them up tomorrow at 11.
Oh man, so I need to get with I need to see what time we need to go to college to other part of Texas.
It comes with a box of parts.
Oh yeah, now that's worth it. Like five running push mowers for $60 with a bunch of small engine parts.
Heck, you ain't
That's
got
not
that
bad.
yet.
2 weed eaters, edge trimmer, and a blower.
Oh yeah, save that until next year, make profit. The used market, we thought the used market was going to be good this year, but I think next year is going to be even better.
Jeff Howard said, y'all need to come over here and fix my zero turn I just got.
I know, Jeff. I'm just gonna hop on that plane. We need to, someone needs to go ahead and invent that teleporter.
Yeah. Tennessee Mike. Tennessee Mike.
I might
Tennessee
need to
Mike.
deal with Mater.
Hey, what kind of bike do we need to see about getting for next year?
I'm looking at I think the MB200.
I saw that Go Powersports has them.
Yeah, but you see the price. But I mean, if we get the people, I mean, we got great people here, and they donate it towards that last bike. So maybe we can start something up fun and start on the next bike because they're wanting like $1,200 for that bike frame. I don't know if you saw that.
Right. Well, you know, after being on that one, you know, like I said, the only two problems I could see with it is the the throttle on it, and being the hardtail. Now, if we could get the throttle fixed on it and put like a Springer style seat, I think that bike, you know, we do some more upgrades to it. And by the way, go to those 10-inch split rims with the taller tires.
Yeah.
That would actually be better.
Well, see that frame, I ended up letting my niece have because I'm gonna get it. I do want to get a full suspension frame. I'm getting a full suspension frame. Come sometime early spring, I'm gonna buy a full suspension frame.
All
I
right.
just gotta finish the
All right.
tractor first. I gotta finish the tractor first. So I let my niece have that one. So check this out. I zip tied the governor spring, the zip tie trick, which made the throttle response a lot easier. And with the screw out, I left the screw out. I told you I took the screw out, Mater. You told me you saw on Go Powersports website, but I had that out before the race. Anyway, I
All
left
right.
it out. My oldest niece, decided to take for a ride, and she got stuck in a pothole. So she decided to give it full throttle to get out of that pothole, and she popped the wheelie and bent the rear fender. I had to bend it back.
Damn. Hey, you see what Bocce
Dang.
said? Hey, read Bocce's comment.
What, you talking
You
about
know what,
fix
Bocce? I didn't
her
even make it
mower?
down that way.
Yeah.
That was a cool town. Me and Mater and Crystal saw the rest of the town as we was leaving. It looked like a pretty cool town to go back to visit.
Yeah, I'll probably have to take another trip down there, but I think it'd be better to go down there on the trike. Anywhere out in the hill country on the either the 2 wheels I've got or 3 wheels, I think will be better.
So Mater, you know one build we do have to build? We have to build a mini geezer glide. We have to build one.
Oh, okay.
We have to build one, Mater.
That's called, okay, those are called a hustler. They made a trike, okay, a 3-wheel go-kart, and, with the one front tire,
Yeah.
and they had a 5-horse Briggs and Stratton engine in the back, just like a go-kart, but it was a 3-wheel, like you talking about, Brandon. They were called hustlers back then.
I'm going to answer Jeff's comment. Hey, Jeff, I looked it up because I wanted to know what it was going to be like. And yeah, I think that's definitely a job I can take. I can do for him, Jeff. I looked it up, and looked pretty. Not that it looked straightforward on moving the body off that frame.
Talking about that Impala?
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Okay. Whew, yeah.
A lot of work means lots of money. That's how you got to take on. Never fear to take on the hard jobs. That's what makes the bit pays the money, the bills.
Yep. Yes, it does.
It sounds like an ambitious undertaking.
Mm-hmm.
I stress myself out all the time taking on the big jobs that nobody else wants to do, and it is stressful, but it does have a good payout.
Would you just use your gantry crane?
Well, it'd be at his shop to pull that body off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, while I'm thinking about it, before I get off track here, Mater.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you had a 340? A 340? And
yeah, got one.
Okay.
I ain't getting rid of it.
Me and somebody else was talking about a 340 a couple of days ago, and I think it was either Chris or James. We were talking about it a couple of days ago. They said they had got one, or it's not far from them.
Okay.
A 340.
Was it complete block or?
No idea now. I'm gonna have to remember. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember. But we were talking about a 340 not long ago. In the last 2 days, me and a couple of friends of mine.
Yeah. Well, to me, I like the 318 better. Some of the fact is they're more plentiful, and I mean you can get 318s all day long.
Yeah, like a dime a dozen. Yeah.
Right, 318s a dime a dozen. You can get parts for them like you would not believe. And believe it or not, there's a lot of different options for that 318 out there.
I remembered who it was. My neighbor Joe. He has a 340 somewhere.
Okay.
He has a 340 somewhere. Or his uncle. And I was telling them about you.
Right.
I said, I got a buddy of mine that's got a 340 and he's wanting to do a race engine or something. You know, I just told him
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, something like that. So he says, I got one.
Yeah.
And he was talking about they had a big old carburetor, 4-barrel on it, and it didn't want to work right or some bull butter. You know, hey, put it this way.
What's up,
When this
Bernie
guy
Motherfly?
talks, I throw a grain of salt over my shoulder.
All right. See you, Shaggy.
Burning
Sure, Burning
Rubber Garage. How you doing?
Exactly.
All right. So, Brandon, you said what? You said you're looking for a full suspension one?
Yeah, full suspension next year, man. I don't think my back could take another year of hardtail. I looked
Believe it or
around
not,
for a week.
Hey, for me,
I was
the
like
only
this
problem
for
I
a
had
week.
the next day was just a little bit in the shoulders. That's it. I guess for me, I'm used to kind of a rough road, especially when the road, I go down to the work and everything. It's kind of rough.
Right, my cards. Look. It's not hard. It's not really that hard, Jeff. I mean, starting out, you can even just do unedited videos. That's
Yep,
what a lot
that's
of
how
people
I did
do.
it.
Like I do.
Yeah, I don't mind. If I can figure it out, anyone should be able to.
Oh yeah. And I started off with just using my phone.
That's still all I use.
I used my phone, and then I was using my tablet. Then I actually got my video camera out and using that, and downloading the video to my laptop and uploading it that way.
See that 10-incher right there? I'll make a video with it, and my editing, the way I edit a video, like when I do Missy's cooking videos, you know, it's live, and I'll say, hey, how y'all doing? This and that and the other. And I'm like, all right, Missy's got this gravy starting here. She's browning the meat, and boom, boom, for 2 minutes or whatever. And then I said, we'll be right back. And I hit the pause button on this.
Yep.
And then when we're ready for the next step, I hit the pause button again. It automatically goes to play. I'm like, all right, we back. Here we go with the next step of the cooking, you know, and well, another 2 minutes, and then I'll hit the pause button again. Boom, 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 etc., etc. And then when the cooking show's over, I said, all right, everybody, love, peace, crackling, grease. We'll catch y'all Pluto later. And then I'll hit the stop button. That's the extent of my editing on a video. That's the extent of it right there. Hit the pause button. Hit the pause button again when you want to restart it. Boom. That's it. I don't do all that stuff in YouTube,
Well,
video
I
editor, or
No.
whatever. Yeah, I know you do, Brandon, because you have.
well, like I was trying to explain the other day, and I wasn't putting in the live stream, so I couldn't explain it good. I'm shooting hours of footage. I have to edit that.
Right.
I'm taking
Correct.
hours of footage and making a video under a half an hour.
Correct.
The only kind of not even editing I do is sometimes I reshoot stuff if there's too many beer cans in the background.
Y'all are so quiet.
What'd you just
What?
push out of there, Brandon? Didn't I see something on that?
Yeah, I just pushed that little Teo or Tio four-wheeler out of here. Belongs in the junkyard, really, but that's just my opinion.
I was just fixing to ask, was you get many of those in?
I do, but this one's a little bit of an odd one, and I don't think it has the right intake manifold. I think someone's changed it. The carburetor is pointed up like this, and the overflow, it's leaking out the overflow. I changed the carburetor, and it's still leaking out the overflow.
It's got that mounts on that rubber intake.
Yeah. So I think they changed the intake on it.
Well, hell, can you look it up and see? Does it have a different pitch to it, or?
I keep looking and nobody seems to. I can't find no info, and everyone I've seen, it looks like the carburetor's setting straight like it should be.
Well, have you thought about making an adapter for it to put in there to try and pitch that carburetor up?
I thought about it. I think what they did is I think they put a intake off a pit bike, because the pit bike ones have a bit of an angle.
Right. Well, they all running the same little old carburetor, so they may have just snatched one off of it. Hey, get creative. Make something for it.
Yeah, I'm going to, because I can't. It runs okay. I just can't have it. I can't send it home leaking gas.
Right.
Did they say anything about ever swapping the motor on it?
You know, they might have. I don't know. The guy got it from a deal from someone else a long time ago, and it's wore out. It's an 06, and to make for one of those little Chinese four-wheelers to make it since 06, it's pretty amazing.
It's pretty much lived its life anyway.
Yeah. I don't like them. I don't like taking them in, but this is a regular customer. I don't like taking them in because they're usually it's a wiring issue. I don't know why, but everybody seems to take those and like mess up the wires on them.
On what?
On those little Chinese four-wheelers.
Oh, no idea about that. Not me, no.
Hands off.
Not me, no. No idea about them those Chinese four-wheelers and all that. Nope.
You're best off keeping it that way, Cajun.
Yeah, I'm a lawnmower guy, and weed eaters, chainsaws.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, powersports is where the money's at. I mean, I make a lot of money off of small engines too, but powersports is those people that usually have four-wheelers have money.
Yeah, I can imagine, but we don't get no four-wheelers in the shop.
Which is weird. You're in Louisiana, man. You should be like bringing in the money on those four-wheelers. Four-wheelers and outboards should be like your number one, your two biggest things there in Louisiana.
Oh, outboard motors? Yeah, we got that covered. We got that covered. Outboard motors.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Brandon, just have the guy put really small tires in the back and really big tires in the front to level
That
up.
might work.
Now, four-wheelers, three-wheelers, yeah, we got that covered too. Because Johnny and his daddy, when they had the big, not the big shop I talk about, but the Honda dealership. The Honda dealership, man, them damn motorcycles, three-wheelers were coming in left and right in crates. They were a Honda dealership. And Johnny can tell you, he was over there all day, him and Mike Mayfield, taking the motorcycles, the big gold wings and all, out of the crates and putting everything together. Oh, yeah. That was big money back then. But that's 15 and 20 years ago, too, though. That's before they sold the dealership out. But it was always Mercury dealership, and Honda dealership. You know, our boards, Evan, Rude, and Johnson.
I put a video out on that 4-wheeler, but nobody's commented. I'm hoping someone on YouTube knows something. I mean, I can't imagine that carburetor's meant to set up like that. That's extreme angle for a carburetor.
You got a video out on it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've been busy since Monday. I'll show it to Johnny tomorrow. Johnny's gonna come by tomorrow. I'm gonna show the video to Johnny.
I think they changed it out because he probably got this 4-wheeler where he got his other 4-wheelers, and it was a guy with two 16-year-olds that like to break stuff and put it back together, and they didn't know how to put it back together right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Brandon, send me an email tonight when you get off.
Mm-hmm.
Send me an email and say, "Hey, Boudreaux, I'm reminding you of the video so you and Johnny can watch it tomorrow."
Okay.
All right, that'll work. And I'll show Johnny the video tomorrow, and we'll figure out what's going on with it. Because I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Hey, Brandon, is it a stupid thought? Y'all forgive me for a stupid thought now. You say them boys been taking it apart possibly and putting it back together. Is there any possible way that intake can be inverted?
You know what? That might be something to look into. That's possible.
Yeah, because I have no idea. I didn't see the video. No.
Go look at it. I want to know.
All right.
That'd be jacked up if you look at that thing and that thing's upside down.
What? That's a Honda?
That's a ching chang chong.
Oh, okay.
That's the way that's designed.
I'm not going to be familiar with that. Is that a little 2-stroke?
No. It's 4-stroke.
Oh, okay.
It could have probably got away with running like that if it was a 2-stroke.
Hell, I can't make you big, Brandon. Oh, well.
Oh. My bad. Y'all couldn't see it anyway. There's no possible way that y'all can see all the way over here. I need like a camera that I can put over this way.
Yeah, well.
Is the carburetor directly bolted to the metal intake?
It's got the plastic insulator that goes in between the intake and the carburetor.
Okay.
Yeah. And this carburetor sets directly on the starter, which that don't sound good either.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I mean, it runs good with gas in it, but it lets gas off the overflow.
I'm not familiar with that little bike right there. I am not familiar with that.
Both run backwards on this anyway. This dip down area, I think should have been pointed towards the starter if I remember the original carburetor. Chinese stuff, man. The quality of carburetors, man. It's back. I know it was a big thing that we was all replacing carburetors and stuff, but it's getting back where you're best off rebuilding the carburetors again because the quality these days it's getting worse and worse.
So did it look like it could be inverted?
You know, I almost think I could turn the carburetor pointing out this direction towards the front of the four-wheeler, that might help.
Well, you don't know till you put a wrench on it.
Right?
Sound like a project for Mower.
Yep. I got a lot of projects tomorrow. I gotta
Do you?
put this carburetor on that Honda four-wheeler. I cleaned it once, but I didn't clean the gas tank out good. I just drained it and put gas in it, and where I didn't clean it, it messed all that stuff that was like on the side of the carburetor gas tank ended up back in the carburetor. So I had to clean it all again. Suits me for being in a hurry. My own problem. Sometimes you can get lucky that way, but that was one project or job that wasn't that lucky.
Well, like they say, a blind squirrel gets lucky every now and then to find a nut.
Worst comes to worst, I'm probably going to build an intake that's going to set that engine up or that carburetor back up flat. I can build that intake.
Mike Hott said do a LS swap on it.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants to do these days.
That's funny.
In the small engine world, we don't have an LS swap in the small engine world. We have a Predator 212 swap.
Uh-huh.
Hey, put a Predator 670 on it.
Right? That kid would get killed.
No, I gotta get started soon on getting that mini dragster built. Get my other garage cleaned out enough to have lights and get everything in there.
Yeah.
Start getting everything set up.
I need to give Bibi a good backer.
I don't want that video. I was checking something.
See about getting Adam to get me a flywheel turn for it.
I can turn one. This thing, got to remember, in certain applications, things that rotate at high speeds need to be balanced and whatnot.
Yeah. And the material right now probably ain't going to be cheap. That billet aluminum.
I lighten a lot of flywheels for people. I've resurfaced a few, pressure plates and stuff too.
Right.
Used to do a lot of ring gear replacements. It's been a while since any of those have come in.
Huh.
I think the
Well,
new plates just got cheaper. So.
Well, I think I've got the driveline figured out on it finally. After doing some research, there's a certain bike I'm going to be looking for to try and snag the driveline out of it. And I think that would actually be the perfect setup. I just got to get, I don't know for sure what kind of adapters I'm going to have for it. The transmission will hold up considering the fact that it's coming out from a motorcycle, so it's not going to have as, I don't know. The engine is usually behind, puts out well over 100 horses, so that transmission should be strong enough to handle what I'm going to put it through. I'm just going to have the linkage, probably a hand-operated shifter for it, and clutch. Figure out how to do the clutch and everything.
Hey, Mater, I got to thinking. I thought about, we was talking about buying a frame, but man, I'm really thinking about getting a tubing bender. I mean, look at all the other fabrication stuff I have in this shop. Get a tubing bender.
I just picked up one of those Harbor Freight ones at a state sale for $20, brand new. I've never used it. I don't know if they're any good.
No, talking about now, is that the tubing or pipe bender?
This one says pipe on it.
Okay. Now, there is a difference between pipe and tubing, okay?
Yeah.
You cannot bend tubing in that pipe bender because, okay, tubing is measured on the outside diameter, okay? So, say you got 1.5 inch pipe or tubing, okay? It's going to measure on the outside 1.5 inch. Pipe is measured on the inside. So it's probably going to be 1 11/16.
Hey, Mater,
And the
I don't want to
outside.
be this. I don't want to. I don't want to be this guy, but you're trying to explain measurements to machinists.
I know, but I'm just saying that
There's a big difference, but between the benders for those.
right, and that's the one that's got the like a die up on top, or you put the piece of tubing or pipe in, it's got the die that comes up and bends it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I've seen those, and I've seen several videos, and the biggest problem is that, like I said, the dies on those are not the same for tubing, and it will put a kink in it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mater, check this out. Guess where that piece of plastic's from?
I'd say a fake tank.
Yep. I drilled the hole with this little bitty hose saw.
So does that make it easier to be able to refill the gas tank?
A lot easier.
See, I do have a good idea every now and then.
Every now and then. Yeah, it worked perfect.
Yeah. Oh, and Brandon, and by the way, I've been actually thinking about getting a tubing bender. I've been looking at them on through eBay, and
Yeah.
to get everything, I'd be looking at about it'd be right around $800-900.
Well, I was
That's
thinking
for the
about
bender
it.
and the dies.
Look at all the people that watched and donated towards this build. How much cooler would it be for them next year if I built the frame and everything? I mean, anybody can do the build I did last or a couple months ago or whenever I started on that build, but to build the
About
whole
3 months
frame,
ago.
how awesome would that be?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know you can go through Speedway Motors, and they've actually got one. I think it's $800. The only problem is it will only do one radius, one size of radius. I think that's about a 7-inch radius.
Man, how awesome would it be? I mean, that's one of these days, I swear I'm gonna have one in my shop. Maybe I'll be a big YouTuber and when I get my big shop. But that pipe bender that Redbeard has, that right there is an awesome pipe bender.
Yep, I was talking to him about that, and he said that's the same company he got that welding table from.
Yeah. That's
I'm
the
going,
one he went
damn.
to SEMA with.
I'd love to have something like that, and I wouldn't mind having that plasma cutter that John and Ike have got.
Oh, plasma table. As soon as I get a new shop, that's one of the big purchases I'm buying is a plasma table.
Yep.
And a mill. Right now, I could probably fit a tabletop mill, but they're so expensive. And when I can just wait until I get a bigger shop and just go buy a big, for the price of a little one, might as well go ahead and get a big one.
True. How many of them have you got, Adam?
3. One's a tabletop. They got the big horizontal and big vertical.
Yep. You got all that. Hey, Brandon, I got a better idea. How about if we just take everything up, load everything up in the truck and everything. We just take it over to Adam and say, here, do this for us.
Well, see, I have for some of my stuff right now, I have Roger Fix-It Barn. He'll machine a lot of it. Like I'm taking my wheels over there. The wheels that I have was the wrong size, so I'm getting he's gonna actually just modify those wheels to work. Like he said, it's a tractor, it's not a high-speed thing, so being able to modify those wheels would be okay.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, Riley. What the guys' cars and cameras got, they've got their plasma cutter, and they literally have the table hooked up to their like a laptop or something like that.
I still got my plasma cutter.
Yeah, it's a little CNC style plasma. And I'm going, damn, I like that. Now my other garage I've got the room in there I could put some of that stuff in.
My $150 plasma cutter is still going strong. Look how small it is.
Yep.
Just don't cut anything bigger than a 1/4 inch. You're okay.
Now if I had the head and everything for mine, I could get mine going, but that thing, I think it's a Miller, but I need a new the new cutting head and everything for it. I got that at a real good price, free. I forget what model it is. I'd have to go take a look at it. But I talked to one guy. He's telling me I think it would be about $500 to get another cutting head and everything. The torch head.
That's not a bad deal, really, if you got it for free.
No.
Yeah.
True.
If you
But the
don't,
only thing is I haven't had the extra $500 to drop on it.
Trust me, if I had it, I would make sure I'd drop it. But I do a lot of metal fabrication work. That's part of my business is metal fabrication on trailers and stuff. That makes up like 1/4 or more of my business.
Right. Especially when you had to fix that trailer. It was all rusty.
Yeah, I got another trailer repair Monday.
Do you?
Tailgates. They always break the tailgates.
I use a cutting torch so much at work and everything. I just use my cutting torch for everything.
You know what? I keep watching people with cutting torches. It seems to cut faster than a plasma cutter.
Well, plasma cutter actually does a better job and cleaner. Oh, lost Rusty.
Oh,
Now, Adam, would you say that spending the money to get that plasma cutter I've got, would you say that would be worth it?
Do you know 100% if the plasma cutter works?
No.
Okay.
I mean, this thing was sitting on a shelf at work probably for about 10, 12 years. And boss was wanting to clean out, get rid of stuff. And I talked to him about it. He goes, if you want it, take it. Okay. So, I mean, I've got it. I've never tried it out.
Happy Thanksgiving, Doug.
Have you ever plugged it in and see if it powers up?
hey, Doug. How you
I
doing,
know
Morning Man?
220.
Bama Mud Mowers. Bama Mowers. Okay, he changed his name.
Yeah.
Bama. Okay, look. Let me cut it short. Bama's in the house. What's up, Doug?
What's up, Bama?
How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing real good.
So you're saying what? Get it plugged in, then what? See if it just powers up?
Yeah, see if it even powers up before you do anything with it.
Okay. Like I said, that's something I haven't tried yet. I mean, I've had it now for a couple years.
What size
And
air compressor did you got?
Well, I've got a little portable 26-gallon. It's a 110. But then I'm out in my other garage. I've got an 80-gallon 2-stage.
Okay. Yeah, be more
And
than
what the plan is, once I can, what I need to do is get the other garage all set up. We'll have electric. run out to because there's no electricity running to it right now.
Oh.
The only way I can run electricity out there is run extension cord and plug in for the lights. That's it.
Well, in my little hot water shed I got now, Mater,
Wayne is right. It might be
That's
worth a try at $40 just to see if it works. It might be worth a try.
I can try it.
Replacement.
I can even look on eBay, see if I can find something there. Because, I mean, this was actually going to a welding supply shop.
Well, I think the OEM one's the better, but, you know, just to try to make sure it works, a cheap one. I mean, $40 don't hurt as bad as $500.
True.
Do they remember why they retired it at work?
He just stopped using it.
Did they replace it with a different machine?
Another one?
No, we don't have it. The only thing we use right now for cutting metal is cutting torch.
Oh, okay. Hey, Wayne. How you doing, mate?
I can look in on that. I mean, it's something that's been just sitting there. I haven't, you know, really dealt with it. It was like I said, when I got it and they told me how much, it was like, okay, I guess I'll let it sit there and collect more dust. Maybe that's the reason why he never did do anything with it, because cutting head was messed up on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had a buddy of mine. Crap. I hadn't seen him in about 5 years on YouTube. He had one of them plasma torches, you know, cutting plasma torch cutters, and he would put a angle iron on there, clamp it down,
yep,
right, left to right, and he just put that torch right there, and
I do that
all the way down. Follow that line, and I'll tell you what, perfect. Looked like a factory edge.
Yep.
What's up, Juan?
Yep. That's the one thing about That's one thing about with plasma. It'll cut a lot smoother and cleaner.
Does it have the old torch head with it?
Yeah.
Because sometimes just the thumb switches go bad on them.
Correct.
I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to do, you know, get the model number and everything off of it and double check. But I know, from what I understand, the guy was telling me, it's one of the best ones out there they made. Something like that new would have been about $1,500-$1,600. And then when I went to a welding supply place here in town, I told him I'd like to find and everything, and he was telling me, yeah, about $2,300 to get one. I'm going, just for something for at the home, just cut some thin metal. He goes, yep, about $2,300. I go, I didn't say it to him. I'm going, hello, Harbor Freight.
What's up? What's the matter, you? Did I say that right, Cajun?
Yeah, what's the matter, you? Yeah, like, what's the matter?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the matter? What's the matter, you? Yeah.
Wayne, I'll check in on that. You know, like I said, I'll have to get the model, you know, and everything. You get all that information wrote down again, and I'll do another look. I'll check with Amazon, but for me, I don't usually deal with Amazon. I deal with eBay. But I'll check to see what they, you know, have to offer.
Oh, my coach tried. He tried to come in. It still won't let him connect.
Well, we got Hot Rod Gavin in, but he got his mic muted. So he came in, he bounced out, and he's bouncing back in.
Oh, by the way, guys, if Cajun or Mater, if anybody else wants to do it, I'm only gonna go 2 hours tonight because of that road trip tomorrow.
Oh, talking about going live after you?
Yeah.
Oh. What time is it? Yeah. Nope.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'll play this. I still got stuff I've got to get done. Supposed to be getting done tonight. Supposed to have gotten done earlier, but with all the running around I had to do and the benefit, I'm supposed to be doing some sandblasting.
No, Steven. What's the matter? You is I've seen him around live streams forever, I believe.
Yeah, but I tried to his name, like say hello, with the @ symbol, and it don't come up for some reason. WASS. Okay, I'm gonna type in @WAS. There it is. I got it now. Hey. Oh, all right. I must have did something wrong earlier.
My furnace's blower motor repair is looking promising.
I'm tired, guys. What is that?
The blower motor for the heating system in my house went out. So I took the motor apart, and 2 of the magnets fell off the rotor.
Put him up, Brandon. Put him up. Present Adam. There you go. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, this is the rotor out of that blower motor, and the these 2 magnets, or 2 of them, fell out and were jammed in the motor.
Oh.
So I cleaned everything up and re-epoxied them. Now they're just drying overnight. See if I can fix it without having to buy a new one, because the new one's like $900.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. KY. What's up, Gavin?
Sorry, I'm trying to get my laptop to working, but it's fighting with me because of the internet connection.
Oh. What's up, Hot Rod? How you been, Monomy? I hadn't seen you in about what, a month or so?
Hey, he's been kind of MIA.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh God,
you got Hot Rod in a while.
2 screws in the magnet, right one.
I've been getting some stuff though. Look at this.
Look, we got Juan Press down here in the StreamYard chat, in the YouTube chat. Look at Juan Press.
He got a Carter. He got a Carter carburetor. Just with Edelbrock on it.
It's an Edelbrock
AFB
8867.
Yep. That's basically the old Carter AFB.
Yeah, I've been busy. I bought me a van the other day. Drove it out the guy's yard. Paid $500 for it.
What kind did you get?
It's a 1990 Ford E150 Ecoline.
For $500? Yeah.
I literally put my battery out of my truck in it, and I drove it out the guy's yard. It turned over twice.
Damn.
So what's wrong with it?
It idles a little bit too high. The fuel pump and stuff's new in it. It's got a CB radio. It works. The door panels are kind of like missing on it. I mean, they're in there, but like they're not on it, and I don't even know how to connect them.
Okay, you caught my attention at a CB radio. What brand is it?
Yeah, 19 or 40 channel.
It's a Cobra Plus something.
19 plus.
It's an 18.
18 plus. Okay, that's the one with the little push buttons.
Yeah, I think so.
With the digital, yeah. That's the digital ones.
Yeah, it's got like a like an old Ford Cobra.
I'll be right back, guys.
On it.
Y'all behave while I'm gone.
Okay,
Right.
not a problem.
Hey, it's go
Hot
wild and
rod.
crazy.
Hot rod. Take a picture of it with your cell phone or whatever, and then send me a email with that picture, and I'll tell you exactly what you got. I know you got the push button, volume up and down and all that on them pluses.
Yeah, I just didn't.
Hey, I used to work on for over 20 years. I had a radio shop, two-way radio shop. So I know what you're talking about. And then your microphone has a gray button on it.
Yeah.
Your microphone that push to talk, like the one you squeeze, has a gray button on it.
I bet you won't believe what I got this right here for.
$20.
You're on the money.
Dang!
That's a good deal.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do? Try and put that on that Ford?
I had an overheated brake starter, and the magnets bound in the starter, causing it to seize. I cleaned it, epoxied it back in place, let it dry overnight, lubed it, and it works good now. Hey, cool deal, dude. Cool deal.
So Gavin, I was gonna say on the engine, you said it's one idle too high. Gavin. Hey, you've done walked away.
He's still up here, but
Yeah,
he's
still up, but
probably
he's walked away from the.
he can probably
laptop.
still hear us talking. Okay, I'm gonna put. Okay, I'm gonna tell.
All right, behave
What's the
now.
matter?
He's back.
What's the matter for you? You did a good thing right there. That works. You did a good job on that one. What's the matter for you? You did a good job on that starter. You did what a lot of lawnmower shops won't do. Put it that way.
So Brandon, what kind of goodies are you gonna bring us?
Huh? Oh, I'm in lo mein. Chicken lo mein.
Ah.
There's only one small issue with putting it in that car, and it's the plate on it.
That's a 2-barrel.
Yeah.
Yep. You have to get some kind of an adapter there.
Better house is too far away to drive to.
Yep.
I can say this: at least I have a carburetor for it now.
Yeah. You just need an intake.
Yeah,
You just need an intake manifold for it.
The van
What I was going to say is, with it, if it wants to idle high, you could have a vacuum leak for it somewhere.
But that van I just got, it's
Oh, never mind. We gave them back.
It's got a 302 5-liter, same motor, but with fuel injection. It's mostly what I bought it for, is to pull the motor out of it and replace it for now. But,
I love them them 302s. I love them.
if that thing was getting it, I don't know, is it normal for a transmission to take a minute to catch?
No.
No.
Well,
That would sound like it's
in my truck, it takes it a minute to catch it in reverse, but in that van, it takes it a minute to catch it in forward.
How many
It
miles
takes 2 or 3
it?
seconds before the engine gets into it.
Well, okay. I have something to say, and Mater's gonna probably say the same thing. Drop your pan, transmission pan, drain all the oil out of it, change the filter naturally, put everything back up, or bring it to one of them places that does that flush, that reverse flush and all that, and see what it does. If that doesn't, if it helps a little bit, then it's going to cost about $150 altogether. After they do that transmission flush or whatever, drop that pan again. If it's not acting right, change the filter and refill it with oil later. And I can almost guarantee you be on the safe side right now.
Yep. I mean, I was going to say, the same thing, but I wouldn't really do the flush on it. Because that flush, if you've got anything else that's loose inside that transmission,
Yeah, no, it's gonna.
it can get up inside the valve body itself and screw up one of the valves and everything. That's why, for me, what I would suggest is just do what I call a training service, and that's drop the pan, change the filter, clean the pan out. There should be a magnet inside of it. Check, see how much metal debris is on it. I mean, it's going to be natural. You're going to have some. I mean, that's just natural. I mean, because it's all, everything's wearing. Right. It's all the metal dust. It's just normal to be on there, no matter what kind of transmission it is. You're going to have that on there. Now, on some, believe it, there are some torque converters that does actually have a drain plug on it.
That's right. Correct.
Right. Now, if you look on that and it does, you spin it around, it's got a drain plug. I would take that plug out, drain the torque converter, because when you take the pan off, you're only going to drain about 4 quarts. The rest of your fluid is all up inside that torque converter, which is going to be about 8 quarts. Because usually it's around 12 quarts of transmission fluid to fill a totally dry transmission with a brand new torque converter.
What they told me is it takes 16 quarts of oil.
12 to 14. It depends on the transmission.
Right. It just depends. Some of them are 12. You can have some. I've seen some that are up to 20. So it depends upon the application.
Yeah.
I was saying this 2 months ago, and somebody called me a damn liar. That a transmission with the torque converter and all that, they said 7 quarts, 8 quarts. I'm like, what? No. Somebody called me a damn liar, and now I'm getting approved on it right now.
Yeah, I don't have a car that doesn't have a transmission issue. Like the main one we drive, well, when you go down the road, it wants to, go up there really high in RPMs until it gets warmed up before it wants to shift like it should.
That sounds like, I mean, how many miles are on that van?
The van has 188,000. My truck has 244.
Okay, right there.
Which one you having problems with?
You say you have problems.
I don't have a car that don't have a transmission issue.
Okay, now, have you ever done a transmission service on the truck?
No, but I know it needs it. It's kind of a little bit leaking.
Right. Well,
yeah.
Now,
what make and model is the truck?
It's a 92 Ford F-250.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do what I would do if that was mine. I would immediately go and drop the pan on it, because if you've got that many miles on it, you've never done a transmission service, that filter is probably clogged up.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that when I was working for Montgomery Ward's, manufacturers for just a regular, everyday car, they were telling you 25 to 30,000 miles change the transmission filter.
The truck,
and I think we were only charging. But I mean, you got a lot of people they think about, I got to change the engine oil and the filter. Yeah, they think about that, but they don't think about the transmission, and it still has oil. It has a filter in it. My Dodge Caliber, problem I was having, if I went on long distance trips, after about 2.5, 3 hours, I'd have the little temperature light come on the dash, okay? And then the car would, rev up, but it didn't have like any power. It was like it would do maybe 20 miles an hour. And we're talking sitting there at 4,000 RPMs, okay? I pull over, let it sit for 10, 15 minutes. It was fine. Come to find out that there are 2 filters on that for that transmission. One of them is for a transmission cooler.
Oh.
And it looks, I swear, it's only about that big around, but it looks like an old style, cartridge style oil filter. I took it out. I dropped the pan, pulled the filter off of there. That fluid was all black.
Oh,
I put both filters in it and 5 quarts of transmission fluid in it. And of course, I had to get the CVT transmission fluid. I put that in there. I'm not having any problems. And I guarantee you that thing has never been serviced.
Does your fluid smell like burnt wood?
Kind of, it did.
I don't know anything I have.
Mine, it definitely had a smell to it. Now, what it was, I don't remember because that's been. I remember how many months.
I pulled the dipstick out on the van, and it's not exactly red. It's kind of a little bit dark colored.
Darker? Yeah, that's what Mater was just talking about.
Right. So so what you need to do is pull that pan, and have you ever done a transmission service before?
Not done anything like that, just motor work.
Okay. On that, what you're going to need to do is start on one end. It don't matter if it's the front, backs, or either side. Take one side of the bolts out. Okay? And then start and make sure you got a big enough pan up underneath there. And then start working your way forward, from one side to the other. Start taking the bolts out in line. That pan is then going to want to start dropping down. That fluid will drain out. But just keep working your way all the way. And you want that pan to start dripping. The more it comes down, the more that fluid's going to come out. It's not going to come down all at once.
What's the matter said, Fords have drain plugs. He's right. There's a lot of the older Fords and stuff had drain plugs on the trans.
Yeah, I didn't see no drain plug on the pan for that one. On the truck, at least.
Well, yeah. Now there are some that do have drain plugs for the transmission pan, but like I said, I do know there are some. I'm not saying the Fords got it, but I don't remember who it was. But there were some manufacturers that actually had a drain plug for the torque converter also.
Correct. Yeah, and I'm the one that told you about the older Chevy engines, transmissions, that they had a drain plug. I said that 4 months ago, I want to say.
Yep.
And somebody called me a liar on that.
Yeah. Hey, and I've known that. I've known that for what, almost 40 years?
Uh-huh.
Some torque converters. Right. And believe it or not, you can actually, if you go to a torque converter manufacturer, I got a place here that's what they do. They make torque converters. If you can actually go in there, if you're rebuilding the transmission, you can actually have them put a drain plug in it.
That wouldn't be too bad of an idea. It'd make the job easier.
Right. And like I said, but then you're talking, it could be 14, 16 quarts of new fluid, but you also need to see what the dipstick says, okay? If you need type F or if you can run Dextron in there. Because I know Ford, you have to run a type F transmission fluid.
It says to
you cannot run a Dextron in there.
If you have the original dipstick from the factory,
it says exactly to use
from
this
the factory.
Of Ford Mercon transmission fluid.
Mercon Dextron.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
That-
if that's the
right.
original one that came with the original dipstick that came with it, some people change them out. You know, they'll say, "Oh, I lost my dipstick," so
I
they'll
don't
go to a
think it's how
junkyard
it
and get
changed
one that
out,
fits. Yeah.
luckily.
But
I
but
just
Gavin,
don't really know what
but
to do
that's
with
what I
it.
would
I
say.
mean,
Yeah,
I've already
I
done
would
had a
definitely
full
say
transmission rebuild in 2006 along with a brand new motor. It's like, don't understand why it's having these problems. It was driven less than once a month, maybe up to like 2013 or 14.
well, like I said, everybody they always think about changing the engine oil and filter. They don't ever think about changing the filter and fluid on the transmission.
I was talking to
And
a
that's the main thing that
transmission
makes them
shop,
go out.
and they wanted $2,800 to rebuild the transmission. That's what they quoted me on it to fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike. See that, and that's what I was saying. A flush can do more damage because if you got anything loose, it'll actually get it all up inside that valve body and screw up, and you can have something plug up one of those passages.
Yeah, they said they'd rebuild the torque converter also and everything for that price, but ain't no way I can afford that much. That truck's not even worth that much money.
You know, what kind of truck is it?
Worst
It's a
comes to worst,
'92
you should
Ford
be able to find
F-250,
that
but you can find one
transmission
online for like $2,000.
F-250?
XLT.
That's a 3/4 ton truck.
It weighs 9,000 pounds, as I'm told.
No, but it's a 3/4 ton. I mean,
Right.
250 is a 3/4 ton
Two
truck.
gas tanks.
No.
It's got the long bed,
Yeah.
and it's got the
That's not
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Those are horses, big time. They horse mules. Put it that way.
But
That's a
Gavin,
good
I would
truck.
still, yeah, I would say just on both the truck and that van, transmission service on it, man. I mean, you can pick up go to Walmart. You can buy their version of Dextron transmission fluid, pretty cheap compared to the name brand. And then you can also, they might even actually have the transmission filter.
Well, it
So
did
you,
have when I
Not
first
Walmart.
first had
Walmart
it.
won't have a transmission filter. Not
It
Yep,
Walmart.
had
some
0
do.
fluid in it.
Do what?
It had 0 transmission fluid in it when I first got around to messing with it.
Well, that could be a problem.
And I
Yeah.
didn't even realize that. So, it's so far in the back and a really hard place to get to even access the dipstick for it. It's like you wouldn't even notice it back there.
Unfortunately, you might have done. The damage might have already been done if it was running out of fluid.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably won't ever use the truck again. It's got a
Be
good
honest,
motor in it.
That
It needs a-
transmission, you should be able to find that transmission or get that old style transmission rebuilt pretty cheap.
Yeah, but I really don't want to pay the money for it.
Yeah, but that's a 3/4 ton.
They're asking more than the truck's worth.
Yeah. I mean, up like this, you'd be probably $30 and getting a filter and fluid for it. I mean, because all you need is probably about 4 quarts of fluid and a filter.
I had a guy pull up in my yard wanting some parts, and he had his for sale. It was a 93 or 4 F-150 with a straight 6 on it, and he wanted $1,200 for it.
That's not a bad deal.
Yeah, it had nice blue paint on it. The motor, everything was
What,
there. I mean,
what year is yours?
mine's a 92.
92. Okay. 3/4 ton. It automatic?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I guess we're talking about automatic.
What kind of engine?
5.8,
5.8.
351.
Oh yeah. Okay, wait. Let's see. All right, Cleveland.
No, that's
All
what he
right,
said.
all right. I have to go with Mike Hodge. I know I trust Mike Hodge when it comes to his advice on that.
Yeah, but we're not working on a 94. We're working on a 92.
He means 90s model, Mater.
Nah, it won't.
Okay, he's got the 351 modified 400. in his truck, the engine.
Yeah, the van kind of surprised me because when the guy opened up the thing on it, see, I know that they make a 302 HD model, which is a newer one, but I haven't seen one like it yet. It's a 5 liter, but it has the same exact engraving. It doesn't say HD on it. It's the same exact as my truck. Like there's no difference whatsoever in it.
Well, they probably made a regular 302 and that kind of like okay, 383 for Chrysler. Okay, it's a small or it's a big block. Okay, you've got a 383, then you got a 383 HP, which is a high performance. So they look identical, but they just made some simple changes to the inside of the engine.
Yeah. I think the one I have is probably the
Again,
oldest.
someone else agrees. Mark C.
I mean, I was just going to change the transmission fluid in it.
I would
That's
I
what
would change
did,
it,
Chris.
yeah.
Just go get a junkyard trans. Those transes you can probably get $300, $400, or $500.
Well, to me, but for about $30, I'd go to Walmart, get the fluid, maybe go to O'Reilly's or AutoZone, get the filter. I mean, that could be the whole problem right there. I mean, if it craps out after doing all that, well, you're not out much money, really.
Yeah. But I got to replace the pan seal on the truck at least.
Yeah,
No. There you go. If you got to
The way I
replace the
can
pan
fix
seal,
that, when it's
Right
leaking,
now,
you can see on the bottom, it's just dripping the red stuff out.
yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I just go to Walmart and buy their fluid, and then now, Cajun, like I said,
Carburetor
some
I got.
Walmart,
Fit.
not all Walmarts carry transmission filters.
Will this carburetor even fit the 302 that I have? Like if I got
As long as you got the right intake.
Yeah, because I was looking online, I seen someone had one for a 460 on a 460. I didn't know if it was too much for it or what. It's 600 CFM.
Actually, a 600 would be kind of small for a 460. Something like that would be good for up to a 400 cubic inch engine.
Yeah.
Anything bigger than that, you'd be looking at probably about a 7 to 750.
This thing's got a stamp on it, and it says 92, so I'm guessing this is a 92 model.
Don't get me to lying to you on those numbers. I don't know what numbers you're looking at.
Right, that's true. I can't tell either.
Right.
Because I don't know if that's the carburetor that came with the truck or what.
No,
that engine.
Right here.
That could be the year when it. I'd have to do some research on that. That could have been when it was manufactured. The year when casting. I don't know. I'm not familiar as far as what that number would mean. But like I said, to me, okay, so you've got the transmission pan gasket leaking. You got to change it. Okay, fine. Well, you're going to be dropping the pan anyways. You might as well spend another $15 on getting another filter.
Yeah. It needs one. I mean, it's weird because it doesn't have all these miles on it and stuff. It doesn't seem like that'd be like the truck has a lot of miles on it itself, but the motor and trans don't.
Right.
Yeah. All right. The best thing I can tell you to do, Hot Rod Gallon, drop the pan and do it like Mater said. Start from the back, let all that come out. You're still going to have another quart and a half, 2 quarts once you get the transmission pan down.
It changes into reverse the same at like the in the same amount of time that the van catches in the first or forward.
Okay. All right. Well, here's my suggestion, and I'm agreeing with Mater. You know, start with the back bolts. Let all that start to drain out. Once you start getting to your front bolts, because what you're gonna have 16 bolts on that transmission pan, something
Probably
like
about
that.
20.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a bit.
That's a
I'm in a
popular
zone.
answer tonight, Eleanor.
I'm in a zone.
Oh,
Do
I
that.
didn't know
When you
that's
pull that
soft, man.
out, you're gonna have 2 or 3 screws for your filter.
Yep.
Take that filter out, all that. Chunk it. Chunk it. Wash
Put
your
your-
transmission pan out. Wash it real good. You're gonna have your gaskets and all that. Put all that back up together with your new filter in there. Pop that up in there. Fill it back up, and you'll be in good shape.
Yep.
I
Like I said,
think.
you're right.
I
You're
think you'll be in
right.
good shape.
Like I said, you're only going to be out, $30, maybe $40 at the most. And like I said,
Right.
I mean, like I said, I know for me, now when I wound up doing the transmission on my car, okay, I think I spent about $70, but that's only because I had to buy 2 filters,
Right.
and CVT fluid is a lot more expensive.
Yep. Now, if you have your inspection plate down or whatever, if you can see your torque converter under there, if you have a drain plug on it, like some of my trucks used to have, drain that torque converter.
Yep.
Again, I'm with Mike Hodge.
On what?
On everything. I trust Mike Hodge. I've told you all this time. There's only 2 people I trust on YouTube when it comes to car buying. That's Mike Hodge and Princess Jamie.
Hey,
Okay,
I've
well,
been twisting
what did
and wrenching
Mike
a lot
say?
longer probably than
Leave
Mike
it.
has.
Leave it. Leave it.
Unless you rebuild the whole thing.
Yeah, but what? You trying to tell him not to change his own transmission fluid?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I have to disagree with Mike on that.
What?
I know for a fact they've been around a lot longer than Mike.
As it is. He said, leave it as it is.
It's hard to move.
What are you working on?
Right, Mike Hodge at this point. Nobody's
but he can.
anyway, Mike Hodge. Just
he can change. He can change his own transmission fluid, though.
It ain't saying about changing his own dang transmission fluid. He is saying that flushing it could do changing it right now could be more harm than it to rebuild it.
You're talking about do not do a flush.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
No flush.
No flush.
Drop the pan. Do your own.
No, like Mark C said, at this point, unless he's going to do the rebuild, the fluid is old and bad. Don't drain it; that'll kill the trans. He even recommended taking some of the fluid out and putting some trans fix. Honestly, the right fix for this is that transmission probably eventually needs redone over time.
Yeah, but Brandon, right? But the point that I'm trying to get at is the filter on it is probably so clogged up and everything, it can't get any fluid coming through it. That's what I'm saying. Change that filter.
Yeah,
and something that
transmission rebuild on
now,
it,
something that old, if the transmission filter is so plugged with debris that it's taken it a minute to kick in or 30 seconds, then that transmission is already in.
Yeah.
Bad shape.
I mean, I got paperwork where they did a complete transmission rebuild in 2006. The truck hasn't probably even been driven 20 or 30,000 miles yet.
Huh. Okay.
Hey, I agree with what Ken says.
Ken, where's Ken?
I'm Eleanor.
Where's okay. I just seen his comment. Swap a 212 with a stage 2 kit into yeah, okay.
That'll fix it.
Yeah,
Easy
just
kit.
drop the pan, change the filter.
But don't do a flush.
Put the pan back on. Now, if you have a torque converter, drain plug, drain that if you have it, which I doubt it, not on that year model. And fill it back up to specs. And
I put a few parts back together on the old carb 302. I put the 2 heads on and the covers.
nice little engine right there. Nice little engine. Hey, the head bolts on that. Okay, what year is that 302?
This one,
Yeah.
71.
Oh, never mind. Okay. I was gonna say something about a different 302. Different year model.
Yeah, this one got the original powered by Ford on it. All OEM.
Somebody's got a train coming. It must be Mayor.
Yep.
What's up, Patrick?
Cool. That was louder than mine.
Yeah, right now I'm fixing to be doing some work here in the garage. Everything that I've got up on top, all that's going to be coming down. Going to clear all that out. And because I want going over to Harbor Freight and picked up I got a 20 by 25 tarp, or not tarp, but some plastic. It's a 4 mil sheeting. I'm going to put it up in the top and then going to clear out over here, try and get my wall and everything built. That way I can get this a little bit better for winter time. That way it's not as cold out here.
This thing is so incredibly heavy.
That way I don't have the heat going all the way up to the top, very top, and I have a lot smaller area. Got to try and warm up.
Okay, Eleanor, what do you mean by agreeing with Mike Hodge with the Band-Aid? What do you mean about that?
This engine right here will be nice whenever I put
Your horns,
fixed.
your train horns last longer than mine, Mater.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Hey, Patrick Hattrick, how you doing, mon ami? I like that 302 he's got right there. I've got a story to tell, but I'll tell that story later. In fact, and I'm gonna forget about it later. Y'all remember I had a stroke about 10 years ago. 85 Lincoln Continental. All right, 302 HP engine in the 1985 Lincolns. Y'all remember those engines? The 302 HP. And the head bolts weren't the regular bolts like we all are used to. Had Allen head bolts on those 302s. The 302 HP in those Lincolns. And 18-wheeler climbed on the back of this Lincoln Continental. It was one of them short Lincolns. 18-wheeler rear-ended this car, climbed on top of it. The only thing that was good on the car was the hood and the two front fenders. That was it.
What's up, Patrick?
The engine didn't have but 8,000 miles on it, I think. They took the engine out, and boom, I put it in my Ford, a 1968 Ford pickup truck, the 5/8 ton, the heavy duty half ton, the camper specials they called them. I put that V8. My truck had that 240, I think it was 240. The straight six Fords. Then a a 240, right? I'm thinking the old straight sixes back in the 60s, and a 240 straight six. Damn, I can't hardly talk. Anyway, I put that V8 302 in it. HP. That's the ones with the heads with the Allen screws. Let me tell you something, partner. That engine make that little truck fly, and a lot of torque too, because of the transmission in the rear end in it.
It's already after 10 o'clock. I'm going to head in there, get sleep. Like I said, I got a long day.
Oh, damn. I thought it was still 9.
No. I haven't even done my sandblasting because I was supposed to be taking something to church tomorrow. Got sandblasting into it, and I am not going to try and start digging get my compressor and everything all fired up this late at night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So let me get in there because, like I said, I can get up early enough in the morning, see if I can get it done first thing in the morning.
That'll work, buddy.
All right.
Later, Mater.
I'll see y'all later.
Plutot.
Yeah, there's a bunch of old parts for the car in the back. There's a hood back there. I don't know if it's for it or not, but it's got some kind of emblem on them, and it's like square cut out in the middle. But it looks like the same type of hood that goes on the car out there.
I'm gonna have to end this stream soon because I got a road trip tomorrow. I gotta go to. I can't say where I'm going. I'm not gonna put out where he lives, but I gotta go about 2.5 hours. No, 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. I can't remember. It's somewhere in that time range.
One way?
One way.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've upgraded my workshop a little bit. I got a flat screen 55-inch TV mounted to my engine hoist.
Oh, yeah, I see it right there.
I was going to mount it on the wall, but I don't really have the wood for it and the screws right now. I tried nails, but that wood's so old, it didn't want to go through it.
Gotcha. All right, look, everybody. Brandon, you got to go, and I got to go. I got to go take me a hot soaking bath. All right. You know what I mean about the hot. I got the hot water tank. I got the hot water tank back there. It's installed. The gas, natural gas, is hooked up to it. The water, and Missy went in there earlier, and she went like, oh, instead of boiling our water for the last 2 months.
Yep.
On the stove.
Yeah, that had to suck.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we can only do 3 pots at a time. But anyhow, look, and this hot water is freaking hot.
Sounds like you had a lot of cold showers.
Yeah, no, I don't have a shower in my
Oh,
house. I got one of them old big clawfoot bathtubs, them real deep clawfoot bathtubs. Oh yeah, and you can hear my voice. You know, all that sawdust today from cutting and all that. Oh man. Anyway, all right, everybody.
all right, guys. I am
Brandon,
going to end this
thank you for
because I got
having me
to
up.
go.
Hot Rod Gavin, appreciate you seeing me again. I'm glad I saw you again. Adam, later. And as always, y'all, love, peace, and crackling grease. I'll catch y'all. Pluta. Later.
Later, everyone. Adam's already left. Look, he just left himself there. Adam, we're signing off.
I don't think you can hear anybody.
I will see him later. I gotta get in the house. Later, Gavin.
Yeah, I'm freezing.